Hi, this is Donna from Surf Soup TV, and I'm here with Miss Marianne King. Hello, Miss Marianne. How are you today?
I am so fine, hallelujah. Thank you. Feeling good. Happy to live in sunny Southern California.
Great. I'm really excited to interview you today. So tell us a little bit about yourself. I understand that you had a television show on public television.
Well, it was on Channel 13, actually, which was a regular channel. And I did a show for children called Romper for 10 wonderful years. It was a live show, 5 days a week. And I went into Hollywood. It was a live show, so I knew all my escape routes to get there on time, because when they point to you, you better be ready to say, "Good morning, boys and girls. This is Miss Marianne. Welcome to Romper Room School." And then off we go on all of our things that we did.
That's great. So what was your favorite part about working with the children?
Oh, I think it's just being with children, because none of them were alike. Some of them were shy, some of them wanted to take over, and it was just a joy. I never wanted 6 perfect children. And the producers of the show would say, "Now you need to rehearse the children." Phew. I did that one time, and I thought, you don't rehearse 4 and 5-year-olds. You take it as it comes, and then it was so spontaneous. And one little boy would come running into the studio doors while his mother parked the car and I was getting things ready. And he would run over and say, "Hi, Miss Marianne. Where do you live? Where do you live?" I said, "Oh, I live a long ways from here." Oh, next day, same thing. "Miss Marianne, where do you live? Where do you live?" I said, "Oh, you'll just have to come and see sometime." Well, guess what? Next day, he came running into the studio doors, but he had a suitcase in his hand. He came running over and said, "Miss Marianne, I can go home and see where you live today." So what do you tell a 5-year-old that he can't go when you said he could? I took him home. And we had a wonderful time. My children weren't too much older, but we went to the park. We played. I gave them each a bath. We read a bedtime story, tucked him in bed, got him up the next day, got him dressed, drove into the studio, and I was so glad when his mother walked in the studio doors, because I thought maybe I had a number 3 child, which would have been fine. But anyway, you never knew what was going to happen. The lion got loose. I thought he was going to eat the cameraman. But they survived. They got up on the risers with the parents. So it was a wonderful time.
So how did the lion get into your studio?
Well, Miss Linda brought him from Lion Country Safari, which was a place out a bit of a distance, but you could drive your car through Lion Country Safari. You had to keep your windows rolled up, and then you could see the animals in their natural habitat. And you drove all over the compound. And one time, they threw a stake up on our car, and this lion jumped up on that hood of that car and licked that stake, and he was right there and we were right here, and I thought, my goodness gracious, he's eating the steak and looking at us thinking, they taste good too. So it was always a grand adventure.
So what did you do on your television show?
Well, I had 3 boys, 3 girls. The only requirement was they had to be 4 or 5. And when they came in, we would say first the pledge to the flag, stand straight and tall, put your hand over your heart, and in nice big voices, let's say the pledge to this great flag of our nation, and we'd say the pledge. And then we would go on to our segments. Sometimes it was time.
So I've worked on a few cartoons, and some of the cartoons that I worked for was for Nick Jr. and Dora the Explorer and Oswald the Octopus. And now I'm writing some illustrated children's books for Surf Soup. And I'm also working on an animated short. And I have asked you to work on my Surf Soup book by writing the foreword.
Yes.
What do you think about Surf Soup?
I think it's an incredibly wonderful idea. It not only sounds delicious, but it's going to teach children about the ocean. We're so blessed to live right here where the ocean comes right up to us. You can walk in the ocean, get your feet wet. But what does the ocean do? What lives in the ocean? How do we keep it like it should be so that we don't contribute it all this trash and stuff to clutter our shores? So we must make sure that we keep our ocean pure. and surf soup is going to do the trick. Thank you for writing the book. Well, you know, I have met a wonderful person, and she has written a book, Donna Kay Lau, and she's given me the great privilege of writing the foreword to her book, Surf Soup. Doesn't it sound delicious? I can hardly wait to read it myself and write her foreword. You are wonderful. Thank you for asking me. Okie dokie? Be a good doobie. Well, it's time for me to take my magic mirror so I can see all of my friends at home. It's so nice to see you today. Well, oh my goodness, I see Donna and Billy, Maria, Kelly Slater, and Parco. How nice to see all of you today. And oh, I see you right there. I'll see you next time with my magic mirror and Romper Room School.